Hi everyone, welcome back to the Dahlia Sewciety channel. My name is Kristen. I've got lots of sewing inspiration here for you today. A new make, which I am just over the moon with. I've got some plans. I've got a make from the last month's bespoke box to show you that I haven't yet. And I'm going to tell you all about the next box, which is launching on Sunday. Yes, this Sunday, the 13th of October, 7 p.m. We have changed to AEDT time, so daylight savings time here in Australia. Make sure you note that if you're overseas and you're remembering from last month, because it will be a bit different. Before we get started on all that, I hope you've all been really well and managed to get some sewing time in. I would love it if you could subscribe. If you haven't yet, that would mean the world to me. And also a thumbs up would be appreciated if you enjoy the content we have here for you today. So it's been a super busy time. We've been really busy in the shop all weekend, wrapping and posting all your beautiful orders out. We've got some great news for those of you who have ordered or pre-ordered the Kylie and the Machine advent calendars. They are going to be on their way to you this week. Yay! So they are heading out, and we have been busily wrapping and packing our own advent calendars. And for those of you who ordered those back in August, you'll be happy to know the first week in November they will be all being shipped out all around the world. We've got them going everywhere. We've got them going all around the world, and we can't wait to see you guys unwrapping them and getting into the Christmas spirit, which I cannot believe is coming. Frock tails, I can't believe how quickly that's coming up. I haven't even made a toile yet. This is the least organised I've ever been. But after these boxes head out this week, I think I'm going to make sure I dedicate the next couple of weeks to make a toile. I'm going to have an episode out letting you guys know what I'm making. We've got some fabric launches happening at the end of this week. We have the Fabric Godmother launch, which is a brand new range from them, and also the Atlantin at Zoe range from France. Some beautiful fabrics to show you, and that will be heading towards the end of the week. Firstly, what I am wearing today is a brand new make. It's a mashup of two of my favorite patterns from Pattern Emporium. The fabric is a beautiful viscose shadow print from Fabric Godmother, which we have in store. It is so divine. It's so light and floaty, soft. I am going to be wearing this to death. I love these style dresses for summer. They're sort of oversized, swishy, comfortable, just cool. They'll be perfect. And I love this sleeve. And of course, you may have noticed this is the Sweet Talker bubble sleeve top from Pattern Emporium. That was their last new release, which has been so successful. It's a fabulous little pattern. If you haven't made it, you might like to know a bit about the details. Of course, the sleeve being a bubble sleeve have got a facing on the inside, which gives them that really nice billowy look. I make the above elbow. There's also a below elbow and a more of a capped bubble sleeve, so you've got the three to choose from. I absolutely love the technique in putting this together. You get the perfect instructions off Kate there. If you haven't made it before, I highly suggest. Now, last time I made one of these, I made it in a Liberty Tana lawn. I'll refresh your memory of that, and just have a look at the difference in the two different fabrics. The cotton lawn gives it a more structured look. The soft viscose gives it a more drapey, billowy look. I love both. It really depends on the statement you want to make, the fabric that you've got that you want to show off. I really love the top so much, I thought I could definitely sit in a dress, and I have got a favourite dress pattern from Pattern Emporium that I morphed last year from a Christmas dress I made. So I decided to mix and match the Sweet Talker bubble top with the Meet You There skirt. So I did the same length of bodice of the Meet You There, but I used the bubble sleeve top bodice. I used the lower scoop neck, and you get that really nice binding technique to use that Kate will talk you right through as well. The last one I made was the higher neck. I really love this lower neck as well. So I cut the bodice exactly where the Meet You There dress would be, because I know I really like that where it sits just right sort of above the belly button. It really sits nicely there. I added my own tie backs in, and I used the first tier from the Meet You There dress, and I lengthened it to about, let me see, 50 centimetres, I think, the first tier. So I'll lengthen the first tier. First tier in that dress will be shorter. So mine's 50 centimetres. And then the second tier I used to the bottom is about a 20 centimetre tier. and it's not overly gathered. I don't like too much gathering in my skirts. I prefer them to be just softly gathered. I think that the viscose really suits this dress perfectly because it gives it that nice soft and drapey feel, swishiness. But the more gathering I have, I feel it adds a bit more bulk, and I don't really need that. And I think I prefer it without pockets. You may love pockets. You can easily put them in as well. But I think it works really well together. So I'll put some pics in so you can see how my dress mashup turned out. What did you think? How fabulous does it look? I really love that kind of midi length. I think I'm a little bit over maxis. I find that I don't get as much wear out of them because I feel really overly dressed up. Unless I've got a sleeveless, I could go full on maxi. But if I've got a good sleeve or a statement sleeve, I feel that the maxi skirt kind of takes away. I feel like I can only do one or the other. That's personally for me. You may feel really different and love the full-on maxi skirt with the big sleeves, but I prefer, if I'm doing a big sleeve, tame down the skirt a little bit. Really love that kind of midi, not quite a midi, but yeah, really lovely. I can do this really casual with a little flat pair of sandals or trainers, or I can dress it up as well. So I can see more of these definitely in my future makes for summer. And love the fact that the sleeve is breezy in this viscose. It's so light and floaty that it doesn't make me feel too hot, which will be perfect for those warm summer days. I made this size 16 in the bodice of the bubble Sweet Talker bubble sleeve top. And I don't do the FBA version. I only have a B cup for sewing. So I didn't need to do that. But the Meet You There dress, I use the skirt, I use the 14 because of course you can gather it to whatever you need to match that up, but that is enough room for me. It really feels wonderful and comfortable. I'll be definitely wearing this, and I think you could really dress this up nicely as well. But I think it'd be a great experiment with the different sleeves, and it would be a wonderful one to dress up if you have, wanting a nice Christmassy dress maybe for the season. If you wanted to do a longer sleeve, the below elbow would be really lovely. Maybe even a silky jacquard would be beautiful for a seasonal dress as well. But it's just so nice in a lovely floaty sundress. But really loving the colours in this. I must say, Fabric Godmother viscoses are just such beautiful quality. I can't wait to show you the new range arriving. We've got a portion of it this week, and we'll be getting more of their newer fabrics in the weeks to come, which are just beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So really excited about that. The next make I have here was from our Emerald City box, which is a beautiful Geo viscose fabric. I don't think I've shown you guys what I made. This is another Pattern Emporium. It is the All-in Easy Fit shirt, and I made it into a dress length. It's just below the knee. I kind of wish I'd lengthen it. It's just that in-between length. I'm not sure if I'm going to get the wear out of it. I prefer it to be more of a mid-calf length. I think I've made it a bit too short, but look, who knows, heading towards the warmer weather, I might really appreciate it. And the fact that you can wear it open as a duster style jacket is fabulous as well. So that fabric was a beautiful print. The Emerald City box really was one we thought, as soon as we saw this fabric, we thought it had to be for the Emerald City box. We put some gorgeous little green sparkly buttons in there. Absolutely beautiful. We've got the label was the party dress label from Collie and the Machine, all matched in beautifully. I ended up hacking the sleeves and put an elastic around the wrist, made that sleeve a bit billowy. I usually do a little hack on my sleeves because I'm a bit too lazy to do cuffs most of the time, and I find it really practical for just pulling up, and I get a bit more wear out of them that way. But I love this fabric. It really spoke sort of the Art Deco geometric, really unusual print, not too big. I haven't seen many. It's almost bordering on, I think Hayley said the houndstooth style, but a bit bigger than that, but love how it turned out. And of course we had the front cover of the Wizard of Oz book that Phoebe printed out in the Canva cards. We had, we just thought that was a nice nostalgic memory from Wizard of Oz. If you remember reading the book as a child, that was the front cover of the book that we had. Scented gift was a beautiful Ishtar melt, which was of course the rose scented melt, which is just beautiful. We had a favorite of mine, the peppermint crisp bar, good old Aussie peppermint crisp, which if you're like me and you love making the pavlova at Christmas time, and the kids always love the peppermint crisp one, and I always end up buying more of the bars just to eat myself because that's my indulgence. I love them. And we had a Jarrah hot chocolate, mint flavoured hot chocolate there as well. And the sewing gift, of course, was the thread and the beautiful Emerald City sparkly buttons. So it was a really lovely box to put together. We really thoroughly enjoyed that. So I hope you enjoyed opening. So the box, of course, for Sunday night this week is one we have been dreaming up. We love this theme. It is just so near and dear to our hearts. We say that every month. This one has been one in the works, I would say, since the start of the year. I've been dreaming up this theme. And of course, with all the lovers, novels, Jane Austen novels, Pride and Prejudice, or maybe you're a fan of Bridgerton and you love that Regency era, romantic looking and beautiful spring gardens and flowers, and of course the Regency, the costumes on those shows are always absolutely beautiful. A bit of luxury. This box will be the one for you. Just imagine a high tea garden party in a Regency film. That's basically what we're heading for with this box, and we think you're going to love it. I think it's a perfect one for spring. Definitely conjures up all those spring vibes. This fabric is just a stunning one. Absolutely gorgeous. I can't wait to show you what I'm making. It's kind of delving into a little bit of the aesthetic of the theme, if you can think about that and what those dresses look like. I'm going to be a bit daring this month, and I can't wait to show you how we're going to get right into this theme. So, and of course, the edible and scented gifts this month are very special. They're both from very popular little independent-owned, female-owned businesses that we just love showcasing every month as well. So I can't wait to get those boxes out. So Sunday night, 7 p.m. Australian Eastern Daylight Savings Time, they'll be released. And of course, limited numbers as usual, but the fabric in these is just a little bit special, so I can't wait for you guys to see. Now, on my cutting table at the moment, of course, is the fabric for Sunday's box. I'm busily making the pattern for that box, which is a secret vlog. So anyone that purchases the box, you'll know you always get a pattern of the month discounted. You'll get a secret vlog from me explaining what I've done with the fabric. So that's what I'm sewing up. That's priority at the moment. Then I had a huge wardrobe clear out. I went through and, packed away all my wintry coats. And what, the day later it turned really, really cold. But of course, cardigans are what get me through. So I've kept those in the wardrobe. But of course, I really tried to refine it down to like prints and colours and winter to summer. I realised my lack of good old basic t-shirts. So that's what I'm focusing on making at the moment. I've got 4 of the Naya t-shirts from Tammy Handmade. I made one of those last year in a viscose print, and I have worn it so much, that top. It has been one of my favorites, and I think the reason is because it's a really great little t-shirt pattern. It only takes a meter of fabric for me, and that's a size 16 to 18 that I make. So that's pretty fabulous if you can get a meter of a 1.5 wide fabric. I've cut out some in cotton jersey, some in viscose jersey, and they are all fabrics that I've had in my stash for a couple of years now. So I do like the viscose jersey in that top. I think it hangs and drapes really nicely. So I'm going to be making a heap of those. As so far I've cut out 4, but I've got enough there to make at least 10 different t-shirt tops. So whether I'll be able to get those done or not, who knows? But they are a really fast little make. Because you've only got the front and back and the neck and cuff pieces, and you can whiz it up really fast if you've got a overlocker, serger, maybe you've got a cover stitch machine. I don't. It's something I'd like to look into in the future. Or even you might want to use Mariflex thread on a regular machine or a zigzag stitch. They're a really, really great little pattern. Definitely worth thinking about making one if you haven't made the Naya tee. I just like the fit of it. It's not too oversized and it's not too clingy. It's perfect for me for wearing with a denim skirt or pair of jeans or even some sweatpants. It's just the right length on the hip for me. So really happy with that pattern. So that's what I have cut out. So I can show you all those when they're all done. But what I have planned to make, now last week we had the most incredible week for selling out of fabrics from start to finish. There was quite a few we got in and they had sold out completely by the end of the weekend. And I finally managed to get myself some of them, and normally I don't. I let them sell out, and whatever's left, you know, I might, if I reorder them, I might grab some next time. But I thought this time I'm going to put my hand in and grab a little bit of what's left. So whatever was left out of these bolts by the end of Sunday, I've managed to cut for myself. Now this one I still have in stock. There's still some of this beautiful Atelier Jupe. If you haven't seen this gorgeous red patchwork print, I'm going to show you the pic of the Tilda shirt that they have made up in it. I managed to get myself enough to make a shirt dress because I absolutely love this fabric. I love the crew patterns, the Closet Crew membership, which of course I've been making bits and pieces from. I love the look of the Periwinkle shirt dress. It's a bit different to all the shirt dresses I have. It's got the rounded collar, it's got a bit of gathering on the shoulders and at the back, and I love the easy look it has, but really lovely to dress up or down. What I love about that is the kind of cap sleeve, because quite a lot of my shirt dresses have got sleeves, and when it gets warm I like to have, you know, have the arms out nice and cool, and I think that will be enough of a statement, that fabric, to make that I'll definitely a shirt dress would be definitely the one to make, to show it off in all its glory. I absolutely love the use of colour in that fabric, and of course Atelier Jupe fabrics are just the most divine quality. I was talking to one of you know, in our local town, the chemist, a lady that works there was always asking about our business and what we do, and she found it really fascinating that we import fabrics from France and Belgium and all over Europe, and just how beautiful the quality and the exclusivity, that it's not that sort of mass produced that you'll find in a lot of places. If you want something a bit more unusual and a bit different and you want to have the quality there, Atelier Jupes are just stunning, and the unique prints and designs I just love. So I'm going to make the Periwinkle. I've already printed out the pattern, so I can't go back on that. Well, I can because I do that sometimes, but I'll try not to because I really want to see that one made up. Another one that I managed to get the tail end of because it sold out like lightning again. Of course, we had this at the start of the year. It was the Henry Crepe, that beautiful Matisse-inspired print for Fabric Godmother. I love this fabric, and I wanted to make a Varley from Pattern Fantastique Patterns. In the past, I've made the Varley in the blouse, and I have loved it, and I've always wanted to make the dress. And after, I think I showed on the fabric release video that Josie from Fabric Godmother had shown a Varley in this. Ever since I'd seen that at the start of the year, I've wanted to make one, and I really desperately want to make that in the kind of midi length Varley. I think it's absolutely beautiful fabric. Their crepes are just such lovely quality. They're not light and sort of slinky. They have a really nice dry touch and a great body, and really lovely to work with. But I just think, how nice is that monochrome Matisse inspired print? I think it would look amazing with a pop of red lipstick, maybe some red shoes. I have some really cute little red sandals, and I think that will come up beautiful for a summertime dress. If you'd like to see more of that in the store, let me know in the comments below, or maybe put your name on the wait list, because I might be able to get another bolt of that from Fabric Godmother when we get our new fabric sent over. They have got a beautiful new collection launching as well as what is happening this week. The other one I have managed to save myself is this beautiful purple black fabric. The amount of this we sold out the first time and the second time around this in the last fortnight, it has been probably the most popular fabric I think we've ever had in store. You can see why, because it's just that beautiful dreamy black print with the purple. I can really see a Lee dress in this from the Atelier Jupe range, that beautiful summery dress. I think it'd be stunning. It would really showcase the print, because I love a good swishy kind of caftan looking dress. The other one that would be beautiful is the Marcel dress from Chalk and Notch. I think would work really well. I really like a nice thick strap. So I'm looking at the moment at all the thicker strap summery dresses I can, and I think that could be the one I'm going to go for. And I have seen Andrea from Beyond the Pink Door make beautiful Lee dresses in the past, and they've come up beautiful. They're exactly what I feel like wearing when it's warm, and they're beautiful to dress up and down as well. That's perfect sundress for summer. I would love to hear what you're making in the comments below. Please let me know what you've been up to and what you're sewing. And I'm going to leave it there for today, and I'm going to be back here at the end of the week with all of our new fabric launches. There's heaps to show you. We've had some really exciting bag making hardware kits in. So if you're after some hardware for bag making, and also some beautiful nylon zips, so I'm going to go through all those in the new fabric video coming out. So don't forget to head over to the website. If you haven't signed up to our newsletter, you'll get all of the updates happening each week with all the new fabrics and lots of information in the store as well. So I'm off to do some more sewing, which will be great. Tomorrow I'm going to spend the whole day sewing, which is fabulous. And I want to have a video out in the next week or so with my frock tails thoughts pattern that I have. I've changed my mind 3 or 4 times over what pattern I'm making, but I have the fabric. That's one thing I haven't changed my mind with. I just need to fine tune, maybe making a 12th of the pattern I've decided on making. So that will be very exciting stuff happening shortly. So take care, have a wonderful sewing week. We'll see you at the end of the week with those new fabrics. Bye for now.